5 disciplines for guarding one's wealth. Have you ever wondered why some people born with nothing still end up living in abundance? And why others, despite earning well, always seem trapped in silent struggle, chasing bills like chasing shadows? The secret isn't luck or inheritance. It's something far more powerful: the quiet mastery of 5 life-changing habits. Welcome to Live Stoic, Live Strong, where we trade illusions for truth, where emotions are felt but not obeyed, where clarity is power and discipline is freedom. This is not just a channel. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's a journey of conscious living. Let's begin. Hazel, a quiet rebellion. Hazel wasn't born into wealth. She had no trust fund, no financial mentor, not even a soft place to fall. What she did have was silence. Those long, cold nights filled with overdue bills, a worn-out notebook full of half-finished dreams, and a heart that somehow refused to give up. For years, Hazel lived like so many others, just surviving. She floated paycheck to paycheck, barely keeping her head above water. A swipe of the card here, a coffee run there, a sale she couldn't resist, a promise she couldn't keep. Every month ended with the same quiet whisper: next month, I'll figure it out next month. But the month never came. Then, one night, after overdrafting her account for the 3rd time in just a few months, Hazel sat alone in her tiny kitchen. The refrigerator buzzed like a background reminder of everything she hadn't fixed. She stared at her bank app, blinking at the balance. $0. And that's when something broke inside her. Or maybe, something finally woke up. Hazel didn't scream. She didn't blame the world. She simply picked up a pen. A quiet act. A bold one. And on a crumpled grocery receipt, she wrote one word: enough. That night, she sparked a quiet revolution in her life. She didn't wait for a miracle or a mentor. She started with a budget. Simple, scribbled, sincere. She treated it like a vow to her future self. She paid off her smallest debt first, just to feel what winning felt like. Then she moved to the next. And the next. Every time her emotions pulled her toward impulsive spending, she put on her shoes and took a walk instead. Every raise, every bonus, she saved before she even looked at what was left. And when old habits whispered, "You deserve this," she gently whispered back, "That's not who I am anymore." Years passed, not with fanfare, but with quiet, relentless courage. Hazel doesn't live in a mansion now. She doesn't wear luxury or fly first class, but she sleeps without anxiety. She wakes without dread. She gives without guilt. She chooses her life, every single day, on her own terms. And the most powerful part? She learned that she was never truly poor, just undisciplined. And the day she took control of herself, everything else began to follow. So maybe this is your mirror. If Hazel could write enough and change her life, maybe today is the day you do too. Write your word. Begin your story. From the bottom of my heart, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you, no matter where you are in the world, for taking the time to watch this video. Your presence and support are the driving force that keeps me creating and sharing. No words can truly capture the depth of my appreciation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing. And thank you for walking this journey with me. True wealth isn't a gift passed down. It's a life built up, one wise decision at a time. It's not the silver spoon, but self-command, that fills the treasury of a meaningful life. In this journey, there are 5 practices that, if embraced with sincerity and discipline, will not only protect your money, but also shape your character, your peace, and your power. 1. Create a budget and abide by it without exception. Living without a budget is like sailing blindfolded on a vast ocean. You may feel the wind, you may sense movement, but you never truly know where you're headed or when you'll run aground. A well-crafted budget is more than just a spreadsheet. It's your map, your compass, your lighthouse in the fog. It brings order to uncertainty, calms anxiety around money, and prepares you for storms you cannot yet see. For beginners, start simple. Break your income into 50% for essentials, your rent, food, transport, 30% for enjoyment, dining out, hobbies, little joys, 20% for savings. Your future self will thank you. But as your income grows, so must your strategy. Level up with a more refined breakdown. 55% for your necessary living, 10% into investments for long-term growth, 10% to long-term savings, your safety net, 10% for self-growth, books, courses, new skills, 10% for joy, guilt-free spending that lifts your spirit, 5% for giving, because sharing is also wealth. When you begin to respect your budget, you begin to respect your own time, energy, and potential. And with every conscious choice, your future becomes less accidental and more intentional. 2. Pay debt swiftly and more when able. Debt doesn't always scream. It often whispers, draining your peace quietly, day by day. It is a silent thief, taking more than money. It steals your freedom, your confidence, even your sleep. That's why you must treat debt not as an inconvenience, but as an urgent mission. Focus your extra cash on the highest interest at first. Even a few dollars more each month can dramatically shorten the life of that loan. Use tools, apps, calculators, even sticky notes to track your progress and set monthly targets. Don't just intend to pay it off someday. Decide exactly when. Give your freedom a deadline. And once that chain is broken, that same money becomes a building block for your dreams. It can grow your savings, fund your future investments, or support causes you care about. A paid-off debt is more than just numbers. It's a reclaimed sense of power. We've begun to see that true wealth isn't built in grand gestures, but in quiet, consistent choices. After mastering budgeting and conquering debt, the next steps are about deepening control and stepping fully into intentional living. 3. Save first, spend thereafter. The average person saves whatever is left after spending. But the wise? They flip the order. The moment your earnings arrive, don't rush to indulge. Don't reward yourself first. Instead, pause. Your first act should be one of respect. To the future, you. Set aside a fixed amount, at least 5 to 10%, and treat it as sacred, untouchable, as if that money never even passed through your hands. Think of it as planting a seed. You don't eat the seed. You bury it, care for it, let time do its quiet work. Only after you've saved should you begin to plan the rest. What remains is yours to spend. But now, it comes with clarity, not guilt. Let your habits serve your goals, not sabotage them. Every choice either builds your future or steals from it. 4. Guard against impulse and emotional spending. It's easy to shop when the heart feels heavy, or when boredom quietly creeps in like a fog. The tap of a screen, the thrill of checkout, but soon after, emptiness. This isn't fulfillment, it's just a momentary escape. Recognize this reflex. When emotion whispers, let awareness speak louder. Asio. Remove temptation at the root. Delete shopping apps. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Install blockers if needed. Or better yet, commit to periods of intentional silence. No spend stretches of 7, 14, even 30 days. You'll be surprised what happens in that stillness. You'll discover how little you actually need. Discipline begins not just with willpower, but with distance. 5. Use tangible coin where you can. In today's world, we swipe, tap, and click our money away without even feeling it. But there's something powerful, almost ancient, about paying with real cash. Each time your hand parts with a physical bill, a small moment of truth arises. Do I really need this? Digital transactions are invisible, numb, and frictionless. But with cash, the act is deliberate. You feel it leave. This is why, whenever possible, especially for non-essential purchases like dining out, clothes, or little indulgences, use physical currency. Let the slight discomfort of parting with cash shape your spending habits. Because what you feel, you remember. And what you remember, you learn from. These practices are not only about protecting your bank account. They're about protecting your freedom from chaos, from emotional impulse, from unnecessary burden. The Stoics didn't seek wealth to flaunt it. They pursued it so that they would never be owned by fear, nor driven by impulse. They held their coins not to control others, but so they themselves would not be controlled. You don't need to be rich to live richly. You just need discipline. You need silence when the world screams, buy. You need purpose where others chase pleasure. And above all, you need to master yourself before you master anything else. Live with reason. Fast dreams. Vote with patable. Spend with intention. Chalk tension. That attention. Save with respect. That a ball. And let your life speak louder than your wallet ever could. Vote with patable. Thank you for your time. If an idea in this video touched you, let it settle in your heart. Each time you return, you might hear something new. Perhaps it will reach even deeper. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video, where we'll take another step together on this journey of inner discovery.